Alright boys, so look, you know the drill. We've already completed the new rank system, we've got a 320, we've hit global number 1, so now my main concern is optimizing this army for you guys watching, so I can make sure this army is as good as possible for later in the month. I've made some further changes to the army based on my own testing and your guys' feedback, so let's roll the clip. Alright, so here is the army in its version 3 form. As you guys can see, the major change is that I've switched to the giant arrow on the queen. Now, this serves two purposes. The first being that I think is going to allow me to tackle those Invis rage bases much easier, because I won't have to do the Invis and Skelly spell trick to take down the Invis tower, or at least trigger it. So as a result of that, you may have noticed I've dropped the Skelly spell and I'm gaining an extra Invis spell. Now that's either going to help me support my RC charge and get some extra value with the RC charge, or I'm more likely going to be saving an Invis spell and using it later into the attack to support my RC in case she is going to go down, or in maybe, supporting my root riders when they're in a bunch of damage. I think it's just a backup spell because we don't have that free spell anymore, which served the purpose of effectively keeping my heroes safe in case like the monolith or a single target inferno locked onto one of my heroes. Now I have that Invis spell in place, which is going to allow me to do that. And on top of that, using the giant arrow is going to allow me to be a lot more flexible in my attacks, because I can use the giant arrow plus the earthquake spell plus the log launcher, which you guys have probably seen me do before if you've watched any of my esport videos. I really do think that change is going to help me be a lot more flexible on different styles of bases and not just be good at one style of base. So that leads me on to my next change, which is taking 2 rocket balloons as opposed to 3 normal balloons. Now this is because if I'm running the log launcher, I think the 2 rocket balloons are going to have a much bigger effect than what 3 balloons would do. Mostly probably with the log launcher, we're going to be trying to take down the town hall, and those 3 balloons are going to get absolutely fried by the town hall, which is why I've decided to use the 2 rocket balloons. They may run ahead and, maybe do some damage on the town hall or something like that. And the final minor change I've made is I've dropped 1 super barb, dropped 1 archer, and I've gained an additional headhunter because those enemy heroes are so scary. So that is all the army changes that I've made in today's Legends Hits. Let's now jump right into the first attack of the day. Okay, so I would like to reiterate that today is all about testing in Legends, and we may not be having too great results, and that is the whole idea, is that we test things, we might fail with them, we might succeed with them, and we learn from that. So, I'm already spotting there could be quite a nice log launcher through the base here, through this Inferno, Mono, and then Town Hall. So I'm thinking maybe Spirit Walk this Poison Tower over here. So I'm going to do just that. Why not, right? I mean, we're going to probably have a bit of trouble maybe with those builder huts. And also, I do need to be careful of that Poison Tower because it is going to slow me down, obviously, quite a lot. And we're also finding the Nado, which obviously isn't ideal. So I'm going to try and skip over the Poison Tower, and I'm going to go for a double cycle. Now, I know a lot of the guys in my previous video in the comments were saying, why are you not trying to be a little bit more efficient with your Fox cycles? Now, my main idea there was that I wanted to keep the Fox nice and healthy and make sure that the Fox is going to stay alive during the attack and effectively not die. Because the Fox is very important to this attack, as you guys probably will know if you have used the attack before. So this is going great so far. Hopefully that doesn't lock onto my log launcher, though it probably is, which is a bit unfortunate. Not the end of the world. Now, the second thing with this log launcher army is that unfortunately we are going to struggle to probably set the funnel a little bit, because we only have the king on the outside of the base, which, it may go slightly wrong. I do apologize. I think the audio is a little bit loud right now, but we're looking okay at the moment. Go with our first headhunter. I feel like we have lost the Fox, unfortunately, so we do need to be careful of the RC. Going to try and pop the Warden ability now and try and keep her alive. Let's see if she's going to stay up for me. I think she should. Let's go for our overgrowth on the Town Hall now, because the Town Hall is really hitting me quite hard right now. And unfortunately, my Yetis aren't really doing a great job over there on the outside of the base. And the second change is going to be, I'm not going to have that magic mirror. Now, I really do feel like the magic mirror has provided me with a lot of saves in my previous attacks. So again, it's all going to be about adapting to these changes in this new army. I'm not expecting a plus 220, but we are moving pretty nicely through the base so far. Oh, I really messed up there. I did not mean to go for an overgrowth spell. I meant to go for an overgrowth spell. Oh my god, I can't even talk right now. Look, this is a triple, and I'd say it's pretty crushed. This base wasn't exactly that amazing. I did also get a comment in my previous video, and it said, Ace, how do you decide whether to do a log launcher or a troop launcher? Well, in this case, I kind of just spotted that there was a nice log launcher through the base, get down that mono, get down that Inferno tower, and that is why I decided to go with the log launcher on this base. As you can see, this base was absolutely crushed, so great first attack of the day. Let's now get into the next hit. Boys, sorry for interrupting your viewing experience, but just a reminder, if you want my Legends bases or one-on-one coaching with me, go to patreon.com/acecock or use the link in the description. It is the best way to support the channel, but let's now get back into the video. Okay, next attack of the day, double rage base. This base looks a lot scarier, doesn't it just? Okay, so okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for the Rage Tower Spirit Walk. It looks really scary, but I'm gonna try it. We're going to... Oh, that's a lot of Tesla there. Okay. Not going to be the end of the world as long as that mortar does go down and the RC Fox doesn't step out of the Invis, because what is my RC doing right now? Okay, I think she was going for the enemy Queen there, which isn't ideal. And as long as you don't find the Nado here, we are looking pretty good. Again, we've got 4 Invis spells, which is so many Invis spells. I am really liking this army. I know a lot of you guys have said you had a lot of success with this army, which is really good to hear. I really am trying my very, very hardest to get you guys the best possible army, because I want Root Riders to live. I don't want them to die. Going to go safe here. I'm not going to let the Crushing Mortar get hit. And probably also the Town Hall would get hit. And let's go ahead and recall now. And we'll go into the top side of the base. Now, I need to remember, I have the Giant Arrow. So when am I going to use that? Probably now. I probably need to be thinking a bit more about getting some decent value out of my Giant Arrow. Now, obviously here, there's not a lot of log launcher value, which is why I am going to be going with my my troop launcher on this one. I hope this is kind of making sense to you guys on how I'm deciding which army to use. Now, we find some rocket balloons in the CC, which is also fine by me. Expo hitting the king actually isn't that big of a deal. It's going to spawn in some snakes, and it's going to allow him to set the funnel that little bit faster. So we're looking pretty good right now. I think the Warden, the Warden's going to catch up with the Roots now. Let's go ahead, pop the Warden ability right about now. And let's go ahead, let's overgrowth this. Perfect timing, let's go. Okay, we're looking super solid at the moment. Let's get some of those super barbs in, and we're looking solid. Again, Queen ability, I'd love to pop it right now, but obviously we've already used it. And again, let's keep going with those super barbs on the outside of the base. Now, I am still worried because there is a lot of damage left. I want to try and get my King ability to go in and take down some of that damage for me. So I'm going to have to hold it. I think I'm going to have to just watch my Queen die here. And that kind of sucks. But I think it's going to be the best choice here. Queen is actually staying alive. We can pop King ability now. 92% is where the King ability will hit all of the remaining buildings. And as you guys can see, another base completely smashed. So I'm loving this army so far. Again, Giant Arrow, providing flexibility, extra Invis spell. Allowed me to get that Fire Spitter down. So super, super happy so far. Let's get into the next hit of the day. Okay, next attack. Another poison. Another Rage base, which is nice. The question is, how am I going to get my RC into the Rage Tower? I think I'm going to go to the Bomb Tower, then to the Arch Tower. Then to the Mortar, then into the Multi-Arch Tower. I'm going to snipe this Arch Tower with some Rocket Balloons. So let's see how that goes. Let's go 1-2. Perfect. Okay, first Invis. Don't look onto the Queen again. Thank you very much, RC. Okay, she went. Oh, Fox. Oh, okay, that was scary, not going to lie. Okay, we need to make sure she does go in here. We also find a Tesla. She should definitely go in though, right? There's no way she's going to go out here. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Ogo. Okay, what am I even saying? This is not going too well at the moment. I think we just lost the Fox as well, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we lost the Fox. But again, as long as we get the value down, it's not that big of a deal. Just losing the Fox early is going to suck a little bit later into the hit. Oh, no. Oh, my God. I froze. I literally froze there. That was crazy. I've never done that before. I completely froze. Okay, yeah, this is not going to triple now. Not going to lie, but you boys know it might happen to you. Your RC might die in your RC charge, so it's going to be... Oh, and the Queen's getting locked onto. I had the Giant Arrow, though, don't I? I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, it's definitely taken some adaptation, not gonna lie, because obviously I'm not used to using... Oh, and that Mono. Please, Mono, don't look onto my King. Okay, it shouldn't, though. Run away, King. Run away. Oh, my God, this is so scary. Okay, we have no RC, so we're not gonna triple. I do need to make sure I'm securing that 2-star though, don't I? Because otherwise, that would be very interesting if I didn't 2-star. I think I can get some super barbs in to grab that town hall for me after the first overgrowth wears off. And I'm kind of unlucky here because my queen is on the outside of the base. Why is my warden just standing in front of that fire spitter? That really sucks. Okay, let's go for the first overgrowth spell early because that's already doing a ton of damage, and I want to allow my root riders to heal up. And actually, this isn't looking terrible, but there's just too many heroes over there. It's just not going to happen without the queen. Without the RC, I don't think. And if it does, that'd be crazy because, I mean, yeah, look, my warden is really not trying his hardest here. He is just going for the classic warden dumb approach. Let's pop king ability now. Okay, I'm not actually too mad that it didn't go in and grab the rage tower. Obviously, if the RC was alive, I would have wanted it to go in and grab the rage tower. But on this case, I think getting the percentage up is the best plan of action, really. And yeah, we aren't going to be able to get through the back end of the space. So unfortunately, we lose the streak. We were able to rack up, I think, maybe a 14 triple streak in Legends. And if the RC lived, I probably would have been able to triple this one. But I don't know why I froze. It was super weird. And let's just watch this archer for the next couple of seconds. Take down this building. Get me one more percentage, maybe an extra trophy or something. But look, I'm not a perfect attacker. I mess up sometimes, and I completely froze with the RC there. Don't know why I did that. Super weird. But look, let's get into the next hit of the day and pretend that didn't happen. Also, boys, I forgot to mention a massive thank you for all of the support on the previous videos. I really do appreciate every single person who subscribed. 5,000 subs is crazy. Anyways, we find Crispy. So I'm going to try and triple Crispy, obviously, because he is a prestigious base builder, shall we say. But this base is looking very, very scary. So, okay, yeah, I don't like this base, Crispy. He's kind of cooked here, not going to lie. Basically, because get a screenshot of this, right, and put it on your subscription, because this base looks really scary. Anyways, let's go into this area as we planned. Go with the earthquake spell like this. I think we can continue to single cycle, but again, I need to be careful. We find a Giga Bomb, and 2 ricochet cannons get hit on me, and I get a little fried, so that kind of sucks. And there are some traps around this area. Like, why is he baiting the mono, bro? Oh, I can't be bothered. Why wouldn't he bait behind the fire spitters? This guy's actually just a bit of a base nerd, isn't he? But as long as the RC's staying alive, yeah, okay, we should be fairly okay. Shoot, okay, I'm going to make a pretty crazy decision here. And come on, RC, Queen, face that way. Yeah, that's okay. I'm definitely stuck at using the giant arrow right now, that's for sure. So again, that's something I work on over time. So there are some factors that you need to think about, like, I've got the warden as well. Okay, I am really having a hard time today. In terms of making sure everything is going swimmingly, and we are still moving. We've hit the second poison tower, so in theory, once we're past the poison towers, we should have a fairly straightforward time. The question is, how are we going to get down this core? Okay, I see the path. Why is the warden going there? Okay, thank you, warden. Okay, let's go for the second overgrowth spell, like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, now everyone's going inward. King is going outside by himself, so I need to be careful of him. We have no way of keeping anything alive. Now we just have headhunters and a dream, effectively. But let's keep moving. Let's keep it stepping. I think the RC is going to go down sooner than later because she is just running way too far ahead. We're still moving forward, though, which is nice. Let's pop king ability now. Okay, that's unfortunate. I wanted it to go... Oh, it went in anyways. And I'm pretty sure, without jinxing anything, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a 3-star. Now, I also heard another bit of feedback from you guys. One person said maybe I should use the Phoenix on the king. Now, I think I do agree with that. I'm just not 100% sure yet. I feel like the king has gone from having witches, we lost them. Then if he loses the Frosty as well, he's going to be even more vulnerable. But again, he is dying most times, so maybe the Phoenix will be better. I don't really know, but we got the triple on Crispy's base, which is nice. Crispy is a really good base builder, so I assume he's done lots of testing on this base. And we even ran into some bait to prove to you guys that you do not need a perfect spirit walk for this attack strategy to go well. So let's now get into the next hit of the day. Okay, next hit of the day, and I realise that every single top player probably hates me right now because I am literally leaking bases left, right and centre, so I apologise for that. Every top player that's watching, I mean, maybe not watching, or maybe every... You know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this base right here looks scary. I think I'm going to go for the Crusher Mortar. The question is, can I do it without... Oh, I can maybe do it without investing in Invis. Let's try it. I think she should go into that Inferno Tower after, right? Come on, RC. Yes, RC. Okay, the thingy-majiggy gets a hit on the Fox. Not the end of the world. And we're finding some spring traps, which again, not the end of the world. I'm going to go for a double cycle here because we are pretty close to that mono. And we're also hitting some spring traps. Again, they don't really do much. I mean, I've had this one nerd in my comments who rattled me a little bit, not gonna lie, but he was like, just wait until the spring trap nerf gets upgraded. Just wait until you guys upgrade the spring traps. You're going to be cooked, bro. Root Riders are going to be nerfed to the ground. I'm like, no, bro. They're going to be fine. Anyways, let's see. What we're going to... Okay, let's go for this. Yes, perfect. This. Oh, no, I just placed down super barbs accidentally. Why do I always do that? Don't know. Okay, any Troll Tesla? Yeah, the space is quite synonymous with having Troll Tesla, so I'm just going to snipe out those quickly. And let's just delay the king a little bit because, oh, yeah, this is going to be a tricky base, actually, because how am I going to get that town hall down? I don't know. This could... Oh, wait, what the hell? He's got barbs. Okay, interesting CC. Definitely interesting. Okay, I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed right now. I can't really tell what's happening. And the king is running ahead, even though I delayed him a little bit. Let's go for the Warden ability now because we're taking a lot of damage. There's not a lot of base left, is there? But the question is, can we get through all of it? I want to push things into the town hall, so I'm going to do that with... Yes, my overgrowth spell. Nice. Okay, we're getting a split, though, which is not obviously ideal. Let's send in that Headhunter. Maybe try and take down that Minion Prince. This split is really not nice. Okay, RC is staying alive, which is obviously great for us. Warden is not doing a fantastic job at the moment of staying alive. He is going to walk probably right into that Giga Bomb in a second. But I don't think it's going to matter. I think we should have this one. Let's not jinx ourselves yet, though. We have an Ice Golem in there. We need to keep our RC alive with this Invis spell, and I think we should be okay. So let's just do that. Actually, are we going to be okay? We can do a cycle. Whoa, everything just died. Chat, how did everything just die? Okay, yeah, this is a fail. Wow. Maybe I should... Oh, you know what I should have... No, I was going to say I should have maybe gone with the like giant arrow from here and tried to giant arrow through the base here, but I don't think that would actually have worked. So, yeah, I mean, it's close, but it is a fail, which is unfortunate. I don't think anything necessarily really went wrong there. I think this base was just super strong against this strategy, and it's definitely a lack of resources on this base. I didn't really have the right resources to take down this base, and maybe... Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's close. Again, you know, we're testing today. A second fail. It's not the end of the world. But we've got 3 attacks left. Let's try and get the perfects running. But yeah, this style of base with the Town Hall in the core, it's really hard for me to get the Town Hall down. And then that is what caused my overgrowth spell to be kind of, you know, miss the mark a little bit. But let's get into the next hit of the day. Okay, so next attack. Nice. Okay, I wanted to find an Invis base to really test out, is this army goated against this style of base? So let's find out right now. Okay, we want to go... Bang. Oh, this is so scary. Okay, I'm going to try something a little crazy. And it's quite hard to explain, so just watch and learn, I'm going to say. Because... Oh, no. Why would you bait both sides, you little nerd? Okay, this guy is annoying me a little bit with his baits, but we're through it, actually, which is nice. Oh, and she's going exactly the right way as well. As soon as I get the mono down, I'm happy. I think I can just recall now. Okay, and then I want to go for... Try an arrow like this. Yes. Log launcher like this. This. Okay, so basically I want to push my Root Riders right into that core. Okay, let's go for our first overgrowth spell like this. Oh, the Crushing Mortar. Flip, I completely forgot about that thing. Need to be very careful here. Okay, we're going to lose the Apprentice Ward and me. Oh, whoa. How is everything almost dead? What the heck? I looked away for about a second there and everything pretty much died. Okay. We know the new meta is hard, but that was pretty bonkers, right? I mean, I literally looked away for hard. Oh, enemy heroes on my RC. Please don't die, RC. Oh my god, this is scary. This is scary. Okay, second overgrowth like that. Do you guys see what my plan is here, though? The Crush and Mortar raged up definitely made this look a little bit more crazy, because that thing is crazy when it's raged up. Let's see if we can triple this out, though. Let's wait for those to tank, and then maybe we can get down this wizard tower. Okay, I'm just going to chill for a second in terms of spells. The RC has died somehow. Let's go for our last super barb here. Somebody keep the Warden alive. Okay, healers are on the Warden. Now they're switching for some reason, even though the Warden is like the only guy taking all the damage right now. And this is a 3-star. So do you guys see what my plan is against these Invis bases? I want to kind of Spirit Charge one side. I want to go with the Root Riders into the middle, and I want to use the Giant Arrow and the Log Launcher to cut through the base, to force them in, and then kind of take down the core in one foul sweep. Now, obviously, normally the Crush and Mortar wouldn't be in the core, I feel like. It would probably be outside of the core, which is why things got a little bit risky there. We lost a lot of health from the Root Riders, and I panicked a little bit with the Warden ability, but pretty clean triple there, I'd say. So let's get into the second to last hit of the day. Okay, so I think if we triple out these next two attacks, I'll be happy with only 2 fails today. And this base doesn't look particularly menacing. It looks a little bit weird, actually. So, okay. I'm going to go into this area here, and I'm going to use the rocket balloons to take down these two buildings here on the outside of the base. And yeah, this is perfect so far. We don't quite get the mortar down, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So you're just going to run over there, kill it with the E-boots, and then run in. Exactly. So we'll go with the first earthquake spell now. And, oh, I'm a bit scared of the Fox. That was a bad Invis, but again, I'm just trying to be safe. If the Fox dies, the RC is going to really struggle, right? So, that's why I did that. And look at this valley, man. This is insane, bro. Yeah, bro. Okay. Let's get a hooked Ice Golem in there. And let's go... Oh, I forgot. I have to use the Archer Giant Arrow Queen thing. So I need to line that up with the Rage Tower. When she's lined up with the Rage Tower, that's probably when I'll do... Oh, there's some enemy heroes there as well. I didn't even see that. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Let's push around this Town Hall. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to do there. And I'm a bit scared of this Rage Tower. I think I may even pop my Warden ability now, because that is a lot of raged up damage right there. Bro, look at this, dude. There's nothing left of this base. This is crazy. Bro, this army on specific bases is completely bonkers, boys. If you get, like, favored with what bases you find on a Legends Day, bro, you're going to get completely boosted up in trophies. Like, look at this. Look at how much stuff is alive, man. There's nothing left of this base as well. Let's go with our Invis spell, because this town was being really annoying with the ice golems there. Boys, look at that. I mean, what do you mean? This army is sick, bro. I'm actually having fun again with Legends. I was getting... Boys, you don't know how hard it was for me to wake up and really try hard on my hits. Like, they were so boring. But now, feels like there is actual reward to a 3-star. You know what I mean? Like, I've spent a lot of time testing, and it really does feel like you get that satisfaction when you find a nice army. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, you guys don't have to do any work. I'll do the work for you. And as long as you support me by watching my video, Patreon page, etc., then that's all I really need. So let's get into the final hit of the day and try and finish with just 2 fails. Let's go. Okay, final attack of the day. Another test. I like the test. So, okay, I see a plan. I'm going to Spirit Walk this side. Root Riders here. Giant Arrow and Log Launcher here through this Expo. Should be able to avoid the Giga Bomb. And let's do it. Okay, we're finding some Tesla, which is all good. It's only natural you'll find some Teslas. Gonna take some damage here. Okay, yeah, we got some traps. Damn you, damn you, damn you. Okay, I'm gonna save the Earthquake spell, and I think using the Earthquake spell is gonna give you the most value if I just pop it right on that core. And then afterwards I can overgrowth the Town Hall as we did last time. And dude, my RC almost just outright died to all of those traps. Like, what do you mean, bro? This is what I mean. You have to be so careful in the new in the new ranked system because, dude, the damage is ridiculous. Okay, let's go with the giant arrow, lug launcher, ice golem, brute riders. Okay, let's go with the king. Let's go with the RC, earthquake spell. This is looking great at the moment. Let's go with the first overgrowth spell like this. Let's go ahead and pop this and let's just chill for a second. RC, please chill out. What? Do you guys see the damage on the RC there? Oh my word. Okay, this approach feels risky. I'm not even going to lie, because what do you mean the RC took that much damage in like half a second? That was crazy. Everything's dead. Okay. Okay. I'm scared. Are we going to triple? I can't tell what's happening right now. There's so much happening. Okay, let's send in the let's send in the rest of the super barbs there. What is even alive anymore? I mean, we have the queen, the warden. No, I think it's going to fizzle out when this crushing water wakes up. Unless the RC... Oh, RC's got the fox. Oh my god, it's a triple. We've done it. Wow. Okay, well, this approach is good. But do you guys see the damage on the RC, bro? That was insane. Boys, I'm telling you, you need to be safe with the RC. I mean, you guys saw it at the start. She almost died to traps. Like, what? That's how ridiculous this new mode is. She just died to traps. Then she had like 1 second, yeah, in this rage damage, like one ricochet cannon shot and like a bit of multi-inferno. She went from like 50% health to like 5% health in like literally a second. That was crazy, but we did go perfect. Oh no, we didn't go perfect today, but I'm pretty happy with today. I think for a testing day, I think it was pretty solid, and I think I am going to stay with this army. Mostly because of this giant arrow with the lug launcher. Invis bases are quite popular right now, and I think it's super, super good because it allows you to be flexible. I can bring that extra Invis spell as I talked about in the intro of this video. And that's all I do have for you guys today. I'm not going to go out and do a recap and do all that, but we did fail 2 attacks today, probably a plus 302 or something like that, which generally I'm pretty happy for on a day where I'm pretty much using, I'm making a huge change to the army. Having no magic mirror is definitely a noticeable difference, but I think I'm going to stick with it. So probably tomorrow we'll have the same army. I'll try and test out a couple more changes, look at my replays, what went wrong, what could I have used in those scenarios. Maybe the Phoenix on the king. But I hope you guys did enjoy this one, and I will see you tomorrow for another banger. Goodbye.